I'd like to thank the NAACP for sponsoring this event. I believe that a strong democracy is a democracy with educated voters, and sponsoring this event is very important. So I thank Ms. Mary, Ms. Beverly, Ms. Linda for your efforts, and I'm happy to be here. Today I'm going to talk about community, our community, clean water, how I've helped with startup community, minority businesses, and ultimately endorsements. Personally, I graduated from NC State University with a degree in biological sciences. I have a BS degree. That took me to a number of different places, but what's most important is my last 25 years I've been a dialysis technician, hemodialysis technician. As a dialysis technician, I was humbly standing in front of patients with kidney disease, and I got to learn a lot about their struggles, and it taught me a great deal. While I was treating patients in Raleigh, North Carolina, I met my wife. I met her online, Ms. Wilson Foley. Bet was a town commissioner. She stood shoulder to shoulder with Mr. Bonnet and Mr. Farrell as Chatham Park came in, and that was a great experience. And what you guys have handled is very admirable. Bet carries with her family, and it's on her shoulders always. Her family is special. She has been a town commissioner twice, but she also has a dear sister who is a school board member with Miss Del Turner. Her mother was a county commissioner for the county of Chatham, and I got a sense of community from the women in the Wilson family. Dr. Wilson, her father was a dentist here, and he had that little office right downtown, right in front of Piggly Wiggly at the time. I am currently a member of the Affordable Housing Advisory Committee at Chatham County, and I know Kyle is there shoulder to shoulder with me. Right now we are working with the county in as a subcommittee with the Unified Development Ordinance for that county. And what we're trying to do is push for alternate language in the Unified Development Ordinance so that we can smoothly admit tiny homes and container homes and alternative efforts to get affordable housing into this community while we wait for the sewer capacity to come. Like I said, I have been a dialysis technician for 25 years. I was a dialysis technician here in Pittsboro, and some of the patients I treated here had names similar to the Alstons and the Skurlocks and the Taylors, and I just feel like that part of my life was defined as a giver. So one of my responsibilities as a dialysis technician was the water. Water had to be absolutely pure. For kidney dialysis patients are exposed to a great deal of water. They're exposed to 64 gallons of water each treatment. And the water was pulled up from the Haw River and came into my clinic. And I was responsible to cleaning that water to ultra-pure standards, because in a space of a year, a dialysis patient is exposed to 50 years worth of our consumption of water in one year. So the amount of water that is exposed to them, it was very important. So just like the town, we modified our granular activated charcoal filtration system, and we went on top of that, we have a reverse osmosis system. And I know you guys have talked about you doing an RO, and I'm sure it's very expensive. But I could be a watchdog, or was a watchdog for my patients, and I could be a watchdog for our constituents here in Pittsboro. As for minority representation and support, I, along with two of my Latino friends, started a company. It's called Carolina Food Solutions here in Pittsboro. We are based in Hillsboro, on Hillsboro Street. And what we do is supply shelf-stable food for people, hurricane victims in South Florida. And to date, we have shipped, this summer, we have shipped 200,000 meals to South Florida, the three of us. That's about $600,000 worth of revenue that's coming into their company, our company. I'm quite proud of that. What I offer to them is what I would offer to the town, and that is advice. And that advice would be just walking them through, how do you get an EIN, an employee identification number for a company? How about banking and financing? Where do we find an office? So those are the things that I have helped this minority company doing. And they are shiny, and they're new, and they're actually doing a lot of good here. So that is one way that I'm helping the community and the minority folks in this community. As a realtor, I'm a real estate agent now. I retired from hemodialysis because I'm an old man and my knees are starting to give out. And so about 3 years ago, I started working in the real estate community. And what does that bring to the business of running a town? Well, first off, I'm well versed in contracts, negotiating contracts. I know what a setback is. I know what a buffer is, stream buffers. Is that 7 minutes?
It is.
Okay, real quickly I'll finish. I understand the importance of fighting for my clients as a real estate agent, and I will certainly do the same for the town of Pittsboro. Thank you for your time.